What up, tubers? Welcome back to another Arena Open Day 1 here on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. Well, if you watched yesterday's video, you will know that this is the second try. So, take number 2, Arena Open Day 1. This is Murders at Karlov Manor, sealed. This is highly, highly variable. In my previous, I opened 13 rares. You can open as few as 6. I think the average is somewhere between like 7 to 9. But let's hope we can open some good ones. We opened 10, so that's very good. The number, like I'm high rolling on the number of rares I'm opening. However, the rares themselves here do not look, I mean, they're decent. Let's see. So Cryptex and Case of the Ransack Labs, in addition to Kylox, those three are effectively unplayable, but hide and plain sight is great. Lazav is good. Yaros good. Robbery's pretty strong but slow. Ferox is good. Case is decent, and lands are always welcome. We have to hope, though, that really a lot of our commons and uncommons line up with where we're going. So pull out every playable. Double out cold is kind of nice. I do not really care for Case of the Gorgon's Kiss, but it is possibly a card I will play. I have a lot of black removal. I have a ton of black removal, even. We'll keep an eye out on that. Red looks pretty weak. Double hard-hitting question. I actually don't mind main decking Pick Your Poison. I do have a Gardener, a Tipster. Okay, green looks pretty damn good. Green looks pretty damn good standalone. That's not even taking a look at all the multicolored cards. Fixing-wise, we do have some fixing, though it's not great. Let's take a peek-see at what's going on here, then. So green also gives us access to our best fixing with Panther, Gardener, and is that it? I guess they went this way, but I don't think I'd want to be playing that necessarily. So it's going to be really hard not to be playing some form of green in this pool. And what are my best cards again? We have the Yaris, we have the Hide and Plain Sight, the Ferox. So yeah, 3 good green rares for sure. Want to be playing. I think we're probably going to pair it with black because of removal. Double Soul Innervation, Double Murder, Extract a Confession, the Slice from Shadows. I guess I wouldn't need to run this Case of the Gorgon's Kiss if that's the case. Yeah, red just looks bad to me. So maybe Yaris is going to be a splash. And we go green-black. Splashing Yaris and maybe the Gossip, depending on. I guess I would splash the Crook. What does blue give us again? The double out cold and some flyers. White actually has a decent early game, but then there's basically nothing after that. Like the 2 Phantoms, the Inspector, the Inside Source are all great, but I don't see much to go after that. So, all right, easy cut of white here, I think. We would still get access to push-pull if we're green, black, red, and so that would be nice. Maybe we end up running the Shock on a splash as well, although I don't think I'm going to need it with as much red removal as we have already. The only blue card I would consider splashing is probably Coerced, maybe the Exit Specialist, because I could still play it face down without need of the blue. I don't know if I would splash for Lazav. It's a little bit worse on the splash. You really want this to come down. Well, if you come down on turn 2, it's really nice, but so I'm guessing something like this is the way we're going to end up. That would be 33 cards. The cap's out. We have enough removal. I don't need to run the poison. The Gorgon's Kiss doesn't need to be in here. This actually looks pretty good. Interrogators, I think, is generally filler. It only makes 1 clue itself, right? Yeah. Probably would not splash the Juggler. It's my creature count's actually a little bit low. Oh, that's not true. I have Bite Down and Killer Among Us, so Sorry, not Bite Down. Hide in Plain Sight and Killer Among Us. Don't think I need the Went This Way then. Oh, and we have the case. Okay, never mind. So we have 3 creatures that don't count towards the creature count, so... Actually, man, I have not very many disguised creatures, do I? I don't know, I have 5. I think I'm okay cutting the Gossip. We can probably cut some number of removal spells then. Like these Soul Innervations, what are they good with in my deck? Whenever one or more creatures leave your graveyard, each opponent loses when you gain one. It's good with maybe Push-Pull, Extract a Confession, Bite Down. So really just 2 cards, Extract and Bite Down. So is 4 mana -4/-4 good enough? I guess get to Vitu-Ghazi Inspector also collects evidence. I mean, there are a few ways, but I do think these are my worst removal spells. I think Bite is better, Murders are better, Extract is better, Push-Pull is better. Yeah. I think we can cut the Innervations. We actually have, weird as it sounds, too much removal. I'm almost thinking of cutting like one of these hard-hitting questions as well. My fixing is so bad. I really don't want to be playing Scene of the Crime. This is not even good fixing in our deck because we don't have that many early creatures. So realistically, it's just Escape Tunnel. But I guess the only true splash is the Yaris, so that's not too shabby. You know what I could do? I could just run They Went This Way. And like cut the Fanatical Strength since we have so much removal. Maybe one more cut here. I'm not big on like Repeat Offender. That would be 10 creatures plus Killer, Hide in Plain Sight, and I guess kind of Stash, although that creature doesn't block. Yeah, my concern is that I have 3 removal spells that require creatures, and I don't know how often we're actually going to have the creatures. Plus, the hard-hitting questions wants bigger creatures. Do I just need to run this Interrogator? Probably don't need to. But yeah, I like running They Went This Way. I mean, I'll keep it like this. That's fine. We will run the Escape Tunnel. I actually will run the Elegant Parlor. No, I will not. If green or black, sorry, if red or white was one of our mains, I would. But I can't afford that. So, only 1 mountain necessary here. And we go 8-7-1-1. Okay, this looks decent. It's not very bomby. It has some good rares, but they're not bomby rares. But what it does lack in bombs, it makes up for in removal. So I would say this is above average for a sealed pool. Again, this is best of 1. I have to get 7 wins before I get 3 losses. Very, very scary format. This is a nice hand on the draw. The dream here, what turn 2 Tipster, turn 3 Axebane, turn 4 Killer. If all goes right. The funny thing is, in this format, the Axebane Ferox isn't as good as you initially think, because a lot of the ways that you kill it are uncounterable anyways, but obviously it's still very good, and on turn 3, no less, kind of puts in work. Like, hell, maybe I just play, like, turn 3 Ferox, turn 4 Vengeful, Creeper, Hardcast. This is a nice hand on the draw. The dream here, what turn 2 Tipster, turn 3 Axebane, turn 4 Killer. If all goes right. The funny thing is, in this format, the Axebane Ferox isn't as good as you initially think, because a lot of the ways that you kill it are uncounterable anyways, but obviously it's still very good, and on turn 3, no less, kind of puts in work. Like, hell, maybe I just play, like, turn 3 Ferox, turn 4 Vengeful, Creeper, Hardcast. Opponent already in shambles. What you doing? Okay, flip the gardener. Yes. Blue source. Unfortunate. They did not attack, so I guess they're planning on chumping this? Interesting. We want to run out the offender here, because again, Creeper will be better just to hard cast on 5 at this rate. Sure, that's fine. The Creeper can blow up the scene of the crime, but that's way too slow. I guess the Killer Among Us is probably a better lineup here. It was the Goblin that done it. Suspicious attack. Yep, not surprising. Still 4 cards in their hand. Sure. We are not doing so hot here on the draws. We're sitting at 3, 4, 5, 6 spells, 8 land. Oof. Izoni, great. Well, Wrath into Izoni is pretty freaking gross. Not much I can do about that, huh? Not sure why they didn't attack there. That was probably our best possible draw. Holy crap, that's insane. That's like a draw 6. Phew! There are going to be some games, like versus Boros Aggro, where this card is not going to be that great. But in a game like this... Holy, okay. Best possible draw, I'm pretty sure. If I hit 6 lands... Well, that's not going to happen. Like, even if we hit half spells, that's good enough, you know? 2 would be unfortunate. 1, obviously, Garbo. I don't think I'm too concerned about them having a counter spell. Looks like blue is just a splash. So if they didn't attack with the face down, that could be the Hellion. Are you freaking kidding? Absolute joke, dude. That's frustrating. Are you joking me? Are you kidding me, rather? 5 land and a 1/1? That's insane. And the worst part about that is, now they're less likely to draw a land. That is so tilting. Flood off my deck, flood off of their deck. Like, really? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just gonna let them get their clue. Let's get the surveil value. My lord, dude. I mean, they clearly have something here, but what am I gonna do? I have no other option. Return their Izoni. So the Izoni doesn't get block, but yeah, it's good enough. Alright, GG's. Well, 4 lands off the goddamn top. That was tilting. But no, 5 lands, sorry. 5 lands off their top and a 1/1. And then we were flooding out our own end. Okay. Shake it off. We go to the next game. You know what we say? That's magic, baby. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to grab a swamp here instead of a red, but no big deal. Turn 2 bomb already, huh? Jeez, la frickin' wheeze. This card is absurd too. Does take a little while to get online. You know, like I said, and I've said it a ton in this format, draft, there's some wiggle room with all the rares being opened, but sealed is such a crapshoot. Oh my lordy. Okay. I don't think I have an out to beat this. And the word, I mean, these aren't even doing anything right now. Kind of. 2/3s. 2/3s are still above rate, of course, but... Oh man, this might be a very short one. At least it'll go comically. Just play a Kaya or something. Please make my day. Alright, so I'm gonna take 4. If I can draw a removal spell this turn, we might be okay, because killing the... God, now I have to cycle this, though. Alright, so grab a swamp. Kill the Tesa. I mean, they still got 3 clues out of all of that. But this game might actually be winnable. Like, face down Creeper, then flip it up would get back our Basilica. So I'm going to take 4 here. I'm going to go to 6. I guess we just want to draw another removal spell off the top instead of... Yeah, this is actually kind of good for 3 blockers. So this gives the other creatures indestructible, but it is not indestructible itself. Now they get to start drawing cards. Bro. Oh, weird. Why did they chump that? Not quite sure. Alright, go get a mountain here, then we can play our creeper face down. Or rather, yeah, creeper face down. I don't think they were supposed to sacrifice their escape tunnel, because now I can just let one of the 4 power creatures through. So I'm going to chump the 10th District Hero, take 4, go to 2. They're going to draw an extra card. If I draw a removal spell this turn, I'm actually not doing terribly. I'll just take 4 then. God, this is extremely winnable. This is crazy. God. Remember, the Massacre Girl is unblockable. They get to draw a lot of cards off this. And this is Menace, so I'm forced to double block. Alright, I mean, they get to draw 3 cards. Well, if they sack the clue, that's a good sign. Means they're still digging for stuff. That doesn't do anything this turn. If they don't have a removal spell for my flyer, every other creature is lethal. Alright, just combat. If you got me, you got me. Nice. Okay, good beats. Don't think there was anything I could have done about it then. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit hard when your opponent draws that many extra cards. Ah, that's brutal. We're 0-2 now, and I think we're just running into it. Round 1 was absurd, round 2 was absurd, and we actually still had a chance. Any other different plays I could have made? Doesn't necessarily feel like it, but wow. Oh man, these arena opens can be frustrating. Good hand. Okay, well, here comes the red aggro deck. Really need to draw a land next turn. Damn it. That's so bad, dude, really. Oh my god. Am I just gonna die to red-white crappers? We do get to stabilize potentially in a moment. They might just kill the gardener and put me on a fast clock down to 6, though. Block here is safest versus on the job. Okay, they're gonna get it back with flying. God damn it, and they also have a removal spell. Okay. Well, actually, face down creeper here. V2 Ghazi make it a 3/3 is pretty good. Because the V2 Ghazi already blocks the bystander as it is. Actually, if they didn't attack with the flyer, I'm just going to block the herring here and make them sack it. I don't want to block the 2/2 because it might be the Night Watch. If they had on the job now, they would have attacked with the flyer, so... Okay, maybe they have like a shock or something. Oh, sure. That's fine. So we just pass here. They're going to probably put me on having Hellion, but that's not what I have. I don't want to kill this main phase because it would suspect one of my creatures, right? Yeah, which means it wouldn't be able to block. Okay. Murder it. Alright, 3/3 cannot block anymore. Draw. Might as well smack with it. Didn't want a Yaris here. I think we want to either Panther or Killer Among Us. And I think I'm going to go with the one that gives me 3 creatures. Yep, it was a Night Watch. I'm debating if I want to cycle off the Panther here. Okay, with this, obviously they know which one I chose for Killer Among Us now. It's just going to be a 2/2? Okay. Alright, so let's go pre-combat Yaris. I guess I might as well play out the case and attack with the skeleton as well. As awkward as it is, I'm not going to attack with the goblin, even though that is how I would pump it up with Killer Among Us. Nice. Okay, that's good. We don't mind trading off here. Right. Or we get to draw a card. Either way is decent. Now remember, if they traded for my face down card, it would transform because of the Yaris. I have some bad news for my opponent. The face down card kills that. I think now, my draw, I'm going to cycle the Panther. I will not go out with an O3. I refuse. All right, they'll get a clue here. I'm sure at least one of the cards in their hand is a land, but... GG's. Yes! Now, I will say this. It's actually better to go 0-3 than it is to go like 4-3 because the prizes are the same, and yet you haven't invested as much time. 0-3 means you just get to join again if you want to. 4-3 means you played some matches, you didn't get anything still. Yeah. So. Now, I have gone 0-2 into 7-2 in these events before, but we're going to need to do some high rolling. That sounds good. Another Boros, because that's what everybody is. I will go ahead and lead with the stash. I don't think we need to extract a confession right now. Maybe if that was a 2-power creature, I would have done so. If that like a unicorn or something, absolutely, but... 3-color aggro, huh? I'm probably just going to hard-hitting question their face-down card now. Wait, are they off? Are they going to leave back the Consultant and double block? We would be very happy with that play. Wow, okay. They're gonna let me tutor? Sure. Jeez, that was... I think best possible scenario. So they're going to discard, draw 2. Let's make them sack that now, and then we can solve. Which rare are we looking for? Could also just grab Killer Among Us instead of like Ferrex. Also, grabbing Outrageous Robbery is not crazy, but I guess Ferrex is good enough here, especially since I can go Ferrex plus question next turn. What was this again? Oh yeah. Currently unflippable offender. I think I'm okay trading my face down for Dog Walker or whatever. Yeah. Because that puts the necessary collect evidence in our graveyard, plus I don't have red anyways. I'm not in that good of a spot. Good news is those dogs don't draw cards. It's only face down, right? Yeah, I think so. Punchy punchy. And then let's go face down informant, and let's make the informant bigger. 5, 6. Agris Coast. Holy moly. Card is also bonkers. Good news, I don't have any suspected creatures already. Sure. Hopefully that prompts a concede now. Will you kindly concede, please? Alright, I mean, I have a 5/3 menace on the battlefield. Phew! Because if they could stabilize, then the case of whatever that Crimson Vow or whatever it's called would actually start being a problem. Oh, this is the great debate. 0-2. Gotta win 5 more in a row. Possible, sure. Probable. We'll find out. But the answer being no. Looks like a good enough opening hand for us. I have to pay attention to the cards that I collect evidence. Because Pull really would like to leave like our Panther and stuff in the graveyard. Beach Ballin'. Hey, that's a nice one. So turn 2 Tipster, turn 3 Ferrex. Let's live the dream. Turn 2 Case of the Pilfered Proof. Let's see how many detectives they have. There's one. That's going to be a 3/3. So they either have Slice and Shadow or the Toxic Analysis in hand, but nothing to do about that. If it's Slice and Shadow, that's one of the cards that can't be countered, so the ward on the Axebane wouldn't be relevant. Yo, what is going on here? Esper detectives, apparently. I'm gonna need to... If I draw land next turn, we're losing. Like, pretty badly. That's a pretty good draw. Definitely willing to trade here. Okay. know, as much as I think this might be... Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that thing. I'm not 100% on that play, but the game is still too early for that to be held as a potential kill con. They might have a Moroi in their hand. Or on the battlefield then. Let's kill the case, hit him for 5. It is indeed a Moroi. Or however you pronounce that. Moroi. Maroi. Maroi. They did have Slice. Alright. And so now we are ahead, because we can kill their flyer. And we have a board presence while they do not. Let's go ahead and make our tipster a 3/3 here. Alright, brick even once, and we probably get him. That's a little bit annoying, because it does block our tipster. I don't think we trade quite yet, though. Because even if they draw another detective this turn, they don't have a card to loot away yet. Okay. Sometimes all you can do is smile. Well, they snap played out their land. So, what's a double blue card they would have wanted with that? Oh my god, dude. I don't think I'm supposed to attack with our tipster yet. Sure. Get to kill both of their projector inspectors, so that was still really good. Woo-wee! That was a hot draw. They drew better initially, but looks like we're gonna be able to get out of this one, maybe. Nice, no Ezrams or something. Ah, the top deck battles are terrifying. 3 wins now. If I get to 4 wins and then immediately take my 3rd loss, I am going to be so sad. But, hey. At least it's content, right? My pain is your pleasure. For the tubers. Okay, this is a little bit speculative. Turn 2, Case of the Stashed Skeleton. And a murder is all we have going for us, but... to start. The turn 1 Mask Maker. That card is pretty bad. Now, if you have it turn 1 on you know, this kind of board, it's going to be good, but I am not a fan of that card, let's put it that way. Really? We drew our one of mountain before forest. Okay. Sometimes you can just laugh, and there's nothing else you can do. They missed their land. And there we drew the forest. Nice. Okay. I mean, the question is, how many more disguised creatures do you think they're gonna have? Oh, they hit the third land anyways, so. Nice. Alright, let's keep racing. Bad news, we know they have 4 spells in their hand. If they have 2 more face-down creatures, you just have to give them props. Ooh, okay, that's actually saved. That was a great draw. Oh, nice. We got them to chump one. Wow. Wow! Alright, well. Oh, you know what? No. I actually want to put push-pull as one of the creatures here, and the reason is, when it dies, it will be a good disguise hit. I'm just debating now if we want to run out the V2 Gaussian Spectre. I think we do, even though we don't have the necessary cards for it to collect evidence. Okay. If they want to flip, that's fine. Sure. Is that double Museum Night Watch? Come on. My creatures are large, but it's their turn, so can they finish me off? I think they have Convenient Target in their hand, maybe, and they're going to be 1 short. Holy oh! That's right! They can make my creature unable to block. Oh my gosh. Great play by them, and that's exactly lethal. Wow! Love it. No, that was fantastic play. Yeah, what can you do? Yeah, the Mask Maker did a really good job there. I mean, still think the card is bad, but I don't think we made any mistakes. And hey, we started off 0-2. We added off 3 wins. But at the end of the day, we get nothing back. So that's the Arena Open. That is MKM sealed. that means you get another MKM Arena Open sealed video tomorrow. Yay. We'll see you back next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.